There's Java every block.
Every block.
In case you need your chai or some coffee on the fly. 'Cause I've got to espresso myself. And
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Sound Check. I'm your host, Greg Sletten, and as promised, we're always bringing you the local music, great sounds, and great interviews with people that you're going to want to see and check out in different venues. I'm here today with Carol and Tara. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce what your band name is?
The BZ Girls.
The BZ Girls, okay. How'd you come up with that?
well, I'm Carol Z.
And I'm Tara B.
And it didn't sound good to be called the ZB.
The ZB didn't work quite as well?
Switched it around. She trumped.
Yeah.
Tara B. BZ Girls.
That alphabetical thing.
Good. Yeah, you didn't have to do too much fighting. Well, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what instruments you play? Go ahead, Carol.
In this group, I play guitar mostly and a little bit of percussion.
A little bit of percussion, okay. How about you, Tara?
And just keyboard and then harmonizing with Carol when one of us are not singing, or singing with each other. So.
Do you guys play around town, or what are your performance schedules like?
We play a lot these days. A lot of women's expos. Help me out.
Parks. We're gonna be at a lot of parks this summer.
Okay.
Vineyards.
So
We're doing a lot of
vineyards.
vineyards.
Let's go ahead and get to the first song. What's the title of the first one?
Je ne sais pas.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Oh,
It's
go ahead.
French.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
French for.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, it really is.
Well, we'll talk about the song after we hear it. Let's go ahead and hear it.
Je ne sais pas, I don't know, I don't need any more of that. What I need is je t'adore, je t'aime and then some more. Je ne sais pas, I don't know, I don't need any more of that. What I need is je t'adore, je t'aime and then some more. Back and forth, the ebb and the flow, but like the tide, you come and go. You tease me with charm, but don't offer your arm. I'm so sick of the in-between. Je ne sais pas, I don't know, I don't need any more of that. What I need is je t'adore, je t'aime and then some more. Autumn comes, winter goes, feels like we're trudging through the snow. You lure me to spring, but don't tell me a thing. When will you make up your mind? Je ne sais pas, I don't know, I don't need any more of that. What I need is je t'adore, je t'aime and then some more. You're like the sun that's never warm. You're like a cloud that doesn't rain. You're like a bud that never blooms, or like a seed that yields no grain. You're like a ship that stays at sea. You're like a bird who never nests. You're like an island away from me, and your feet, you won't get wet. Je ne sais pas, I don't know, I don't need any more of that. What I need is je t'adore, je t'aime and then some more. You're like a sun that's never warm. I don't know. You're like a cloud that doesn't rain. You're like a bud that never blooms, or like a seed that yields no grain. You're like a ship that stays at sea. You're like a bird who never nests. You're an island away from me. Oh, je t'aime and then some more. Oh, je t'aime and then some more. Oh, je t'aime, and then l'amour.
Well, that was a nice little French number. It sounded kind of Latin. Was that?
Yes, I know.
It's a worldly kind of feel. So I have to. What did that mean again?
I don't know. But that's really what it meant.
So
Je ne sais pas.
Say it again.
Je ne sais pas
right.
is how you'd say it. But
Everybody, we're learning French today.
Yeah.
Really.
But it means I don't know.
So do you really speak French, or you're just faking it?
Je parle le français un peu.
More than I can speak, I guess. So.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. So if you went to France, you'd be looking in your little book to try. Where's the coffee shop?
Yeah, I would.
So now, Carol, you were playing a drum. What was that thing called?
It's called a djembe.
A djembe. That's pretty cool. What is that made out of?
I don't know.
It looks like some kind of clay or a resin or something.
It's a resin. I think the bottom is resin. I mean, now they make things that look real, but
Yeah.
I don't know what
it was
even
started out of
original.
wood originally. When
Probably
they
in Africa.
Is it really goat skin or something on the top?
I'll say yes.
Yeah, you just never know.
The skin of
We
a
like the
djembe.
sound.
Yeah, the sound. It really is nice, and I like the way your fingers make.
I
a
have to
nice
do
tap.
something with myself when I have
Well, yeah,
music with rhythm.
if you weren't drumming, you'd be like this, maybe.
Yeah, picking my finger.
Yeah, I wouldn't look good on stage. I do that in interviews sometimes.
I love rhythm. And she writes. All the songs we did today or doing today are all our originals.
Yeah.
And she plays with a lot of rhythm, and
Yeah.
so I've got to do
It really
something,
has a nice
so,
sound. I like
yeah.
that. Well, let's go ahead and get to the next song. Why don't you go ahead and introduce the title?
The next one is called Simple Things.
Yeah.
I wrote that when a few of my friends lost their jobs, and
Okay.
we were just trying to figure out what to do with them when you can't spend any money, and it all comes back down to just doing simple things.
All right.
And that's the way we all should be.
Yeah,
we should
that's
all
very
have
good.
our lives simplified a little bit. So.
Let's go ahead and hear it.
The ocean's always been there to sail our dreams upon. The sun is always promised to be there every dawn. Flowers make us smile or make us cry. Just depends on any reason why. Birds will always sing, will always fly. They just do because they simply try. Simple, simple things, simple things, simple things. All we really need is simple things. Somehow we have lost our way, and life got complicated. Less and less and less happiness, the more we accumulated. And when our towers crumble, does joy turn into dust? We'll look back to the heavens and find a simple trust. Simple, simple things, simple things, simple things. All we really need is simple things. The ocean's always been there to sail our dreams upon. The sun is always promised to be new every dawn.
Well, Carol, that was a very beautiful song. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
I noticed as you were playing, it kind of had the Beatles Blackbird kind of a feel to it at that intro. Is that?
Darn, you noticed that.
No, that's really nice. I
I
like
think
that.
a lot of guitar players start, learning the Blackbird song, and that was so beautiful and inspiring. I did grab that inspiration and started my own
You
song.
certainly didn't copy it. It just kind of has that nice sound. So it's not like plagiarism or anything. So you're playing on a Takamine guitar. I noticed it's a very, very nice guitar. Nice
And
sound.
a very new guitar.
Yes, very new. Now, speaking of which, have you had other guitars?
You know I have, Greg. It's like your guitar. I think you play a Taylor, and I play a Taylor, and I love my Taylor, but I learned a very expensive lesson, and that is when you don't add moisture and take care of it, humidify your guitar and put it in a case every time. And then bad things happen, and it got pretty cracked up. But I just had it repaired. And in the meantime, when I was actually in the studio recording Simple Things, there was a buzz.
Okay.
And it's like, what is that? And we figured out it was the guitar that needed repairing. So I bought another guitar just to have.
It's always nice to have two.
Yeah, it is actually now. Now it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, it sounds really good. Why don't we go ahead and get into the next song? Who's leading? Is it you on piano for the next one?
Yeah, it's one I wrote called Whatever Comes.
Whatever Comes? Okay, well, let's hear Whatever Comes.
You were sitting just across from me. There had been so many years in between. Now as you spoke, something moved in me. Is this a different man? One whom I could see in a new light. And so I dreamed. For one moment I can picture your face smiling at the sight of me. Your eyes I see, but love comes slowly. You still don't know me. Dreams are possible with time. But whatever comes, whatever comes. You and me, boy, have a history. It's not clear why this mystery. Two different people sharing the same road. What we don't know is where it will go. And so for now I can hope. For one moment I can picture your face smiling at the sight of me. Your eyes I see, but love comes slowly. You still don't know me. Dreams are possible with time. But whatever comes, whatever comes. Oh, you call me friend, but it ebbs and flows as we adjust to each other's ways. And what will it be in the end? I can rest assured till then. For whatever comes, whatever comes. For one moment I can picture your inside of me. Your eyes I see, but love comes slowly. You still don't know me. Dreams are possible with time. But whatever comes, whatever comes.
Say, I'd like to ask you guys how you come up with your music. These are all original songs we're listening to, right? How is it that you guys come up with material? Do you write something, Carol, and bring it to Tara, or do you write it together, or vice versa, or?
We haven't yet.
You haven't yet.
Together, but
okay.
But I know, like, and maybe we even write differently. I'm not sure, but like for me, the music I tend to focus on first, and then write the lyrics.
Oh, sure.
Later on. Carol, I don't even know what you do.
Have a poem in your head and then come up with a.
It just depends. It's sometimes it's a rhythm that'll get me going, and sometimes it's just a thought or you know, a moment that I want to capture, and then sometimes I just find a really cool chord, and then I got to write a song all around that chord. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but we haven't started writing together except for one song. I made you approve of a lyric.
Oh yeah, and actually, little do you know, there's a song you need to be looking at of my lyrics.
Wait,
I mean, I need her help.
Did you actually approve of the lyric?
Work on a song.
Did you shut her down? That'll never work.
No,
Out of here.
I was actually, she had so many great lyrics. We were trying to figure out how to keep them in the
which
song.
Which one? A, B, C, or D?
Oh, I get it.
It's one of her great new songs that we haven't done
Not
here
yet, yes.
Well, this next song is going to be, what's the Espresso? That's you on the guitar, and I like the chords that you're using. Why don't we go ahead and get to the Espresso song?
I drink so much of mocha, I'm starting to go broke. It's costing me an arm and a leg. Gotta go to the casino, bet my life on cappuccino. If I don't win, I'll have to beg. 'Cause I need a lot of latte. Guess I'm being naughty, spending all my money on a lot of coffee. But I've got to espresso myself. And I've got to espresso myself. It's running in my veins, these beans with flavored names. Espresso myself. Well, there used to be a time when coffee was a dime, and Perkins was $1 a pot.
No way.
And then a flavor battle started in Seattle, and suddenly we're paying a lot.
Yeah.
Now everywhere you walk, there's Java every block.
Every block.
In case you need your chai or some coffee on the fly. 'Cause I've got to espresso myself. And I've got to espresso myself. Well, it's not your mother's coffee, this Frappuccino toffee. Espresso myself. A Costa Rica Kenyan, roast up my perfect blend. Add a double shot and extra hot, and I'm your new best friend. 'Cause I've got to espresso myself. And I've got to espresso myself. I'll take a grande French vanilla latte.
And now available in sugar-free too.
Thank God. No foam.
Well, it sounds like you drink a lot of coffee.
That's actually true.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite drink, a hot, cold, or what's your favorite coffee drink?
Sugar-free vanilla, extra hot latte, no foam.
Oh my goodness. Did you say that all in one breath?
Yeah, that's why I wrote a song about it.
That's great. That's great. And the guy at the coffee shop's going, "Oh, here she comes again."
Exactly, yeah. What else can you do to that coffee?
Yeah, exactly.
Extra high for that.
Charge me $7.
The one thing I'd like to know is, how did you guys meet?
We were actually both started going to a showcase of songwriters in St. Paul that happened every single week. It was called the Minnesota Songwriter Showcase.
Okay.
And we met there and just started listening to each other's songs. And I don't even know what the catalyst was to say, hey, let's start singing together. But we said, let's try it out.
So you guys maybe just got together and had fun and then thought, hey, this sounds good. So
well, she came with a friend that always ordered French fries. And
oh, so that was it.
I mean,
that was the catalyst.
Yeah, there you go.
There's fries.
Moseyed in on their table that had French fries and got to know each other, became really good friends, discovered we had a lot of similarities, including we were both PKs and writers and lots of so we just became friends and started combining our music.
But then I left for a year and left her in the dust a little bit.
She went
to Los Angeles.
Teach at Disney.
Yeah. And then I came back, but it's been so great to be back.
How long have you been back then?
8 months.
8 months, okay.
So,
well,
yeah, officially again.
Well, welcome back. I mean, I know it's been a while, but
you.
I didn't really know you till today. So. Well, let's go ahead and get to our last song. Why don't you explain Learn to Fly? Learn
to Fly was a song I actually wrote for a friend of mine who was going through some hardship, and I just wanted to encourage her.
All right.
And so most often I write about my own life, but for some reason we were going through similar things, and I just really wanted to be an encouragement. And when Carol started adding harmonies, I was like, yes!
Oh, and you're like, it just fits, the pieces fit together really nicely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much for joining us. How does somebody get a hold of you if they want to book a performance with you guys?
Well, on Facebook page it's the BZ Girls that you can find and
simple as
go
that
from there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and hear Learn to Fly, and remember, keep on jamming with Soundcheck.
Tell me that your wings are broken. You feel like your flights are at their end. But this is just a temporary season where the healing can begin. And each day that you get through is one day less you bear. The weight of all you suffered will be lifted in the air. Come away, come away, and learn how to fly. You will find as you try that you're soaring in the sky. Well, you never thought in the world you knew that this high could bring such a view. Come away, come away. You tell me that your story's ended, but I wonder where you go from here. Far from the nest you've known, the cold and clouds make everything unclear. But each day that you move your wings, you make your presence known. Where sorrow once endured, your beauty will be shown. Come away, and learn how to fly. You will find as you try that you're soaring in the sky. Well, you never thought in the world you knew that this high could bring such a view. Come away, and learn to fly. You've been bleeding, the wind got knocked out of you, and you've landed in a place so unknown. But know in this stormy weather, shining through to let you know you're not alone. Come away and learn how to fly. You will find as you try that you're soaring in the sky, where you never thought in the world you knew that this high could bring such a view.